My little preview of what it's going to look like before and after. I mean, that's just the first polish. What I'm going to focus in on right now is going through and polishing everything once. And I'm going to go through, of course, and it's going to get everything's going to get, I'm going to go over 2 or 3 times. And then it just takes a lot of time. So you try and do it all in one, you usually end up missing stuff. So it's better just to do as best you can once and then go over it again, kind of find your misses where you miss stuff, and then hit it one more time usually. And then I'm going to do the final is, this is Benzerna 400, then I go 4500 on the last one, and that makes it really gleam. I haven't even done that over here yet, so you guys can imagine it's going to be pretty shiny and it's going to look pretty good. So we will move on and start polishing. I thought I'd throw that emblem on there so you could look at it. It's going to look neat. And then we'll put the lights in it a little bit later. I'll talk to you later on in the video. All right, so the moment of truth. I just use a little bit of this here to lube them with. And then I put rope in here. Weed eater string works really good for windows, just so you know. Notice I have my safety glasses on. Really important when you're doing glass. You never know when one's going to just let go. There she's going in now. Nice and tight. Guess I did my job right. Shouldn't speak too soon, should I? Don't want it in too far yet. Makes it too hard to pull the rope. Oh, have to lift the last little bit. Didn't whack it enough. All right, I just gotta do that part by hand. Looks like I missed it, the very top. I'll bring you guys back in. Well, it's got to be one of the first times I put in a split window windshield. I always put Safaris in them, but I mean, it's been first time in a long time, let me put it that way. Definitely I've done it before for friends or something, but on my own I've always put Safaris in. But I don't think this thing, I'd look weird with Safaris in it. So we'll get the other one ready, stick it in. Of course it fits perfect, no issues there because we tested it before, remember? Let's go get the other one. All right, guys, this is what we got here. It's looking pretty good. The front end is, that's the second. I went ahead and did it. This is a Mazurna 4500. So I went over it with that. And of course you can still see some little, the little stuff from the orange peel, because it was a little bit too, not quite smooth enough. You gotta really, if you want to get it really nice, you gotta get a really smooth finish first and then color sand and buff that. But it's all right, because it's going, that's as far as I'm taking it. I wasn't planning on getting it really that nice. I just wanted to get it to where, I mean, the bodywork isn't even that great either on it. So this part, unfortunately, I sanded this. I should have sanded this by hand. I did a little too much with the DA. I knew better, and it came out a little wavy around there. I should have just taken hand sand really good. But like I said, I'm not really going there. If I was doing that, I would have got it that way, but I'm not doing that. So anyway, that's it for this thing. I think I'm going to start, I don't know what to do next. I may start putting it on the, I may start doing the bumpers, but we kind of got a weather issue going right now. I'm not sure what's going to be the next video. I'd like to kind of do those, and then that would be really cool with the candy cane bumper on it, huh? It look really neat on there. So you can imagine this thing's going to be really cool, because I'm going to put hand brush lettering and stuff on it. It's going to look like an old truck that, used to have one of these on it, and that's what it had, so I'm going back to where, if you were back in time, you'd see one of these fixing the lights. We want to kind of get that whole image going on it. So that's what I'm going to do with the restoration. I'm going to make it so that, you might as well get a uniform and drive around and make yourself look like you're official, because that's what it's going to look like. So I'm going for, and I'm going to put some of the, I'm trying to find all the stuff, I think there was a number on the front for whatever number it was, and then I'll put some kind of a name on the door. We'll have different things, I don't know if they had on them required back then. Maybe they had fire extinguisher inside, like they do here. It's required, So I was thinking that'd be cool, whatever stuff it's supposed to have, but it's of course going to be in German. So anyway, we will move forward on this thing. We'll do some more videos on it. There's going to be tons more to do. We have a lot of work to do still to put this together. And of course, get the engine in it, get it running, do that first drive in it. That'll be neat. Because, this truck should have never been on the road again. There's no chance. I did notice somebody said there's waves in it. Yeah, I know. They're all there. They're all there. Of course, there was originally in these. These things were not. These are very crudely made trucks. And, they did have waves in them from the factory. And I was not, when I pinch welded all the stuff on, it was warping it, and I knew it, and I wasn't really worried about it. I was just like, I'll just straighten it, do a little bit of shrinkage, like in this panel over here. Do a little bit of shrinkage, and I'll end up with a little bit of wavies going on. And you could fix that with a really long board and spend a lot of time doing sanding. And then I'd have the Bondo on or filler on thicker, and it was just like, I'm not going there at all. So when you look at it straight on, so when you look at it like this, you don't really notice it. It's just when you're, the camera angles when I'm polishing it. I was trying to show you guys, how much shinier it is. And of course, this is not even final polished yet. So, but I was trying to show you how polished it is, not the waves, but I know they're there. We all know they're there. Everybody's been watching. I've been saying that, every video, that it's going to have waves in it. So, and I'm not really worried about it, but just so I know they're there, and I know the paint's not the smoothest. It looks good though. That's all I'm looking for, is a really nice looking truck. It's a truck, not a car, and it's not, a show car. It's just a truck. So anyway, let's move it with that. I'll talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.